Project 3. Step 1 has to do with the gray enable editing button, which appears right here after the download. I don't have it showing, so we'll go straight to step 2. Create a clustered column chart object for cells A4, G9. Okay, A4, G9. Please select this very slowly so you only include the correct cells in the chart. We'll go to recommended charts, looking for clustered column. This is what we want. As usual, row headers are by default going into the legend, and we click OK. Move the chart object so that its top left corner is at cell A12. Size the bottom of the chart to reach cell H30. So A12, H30. A12, H30. So this is eyeballing. There is no other way to do this. Okay, click Save. Edit the chart title to display CGL Major Sales Revenue on one line, then press Enter, and then there's going to be a second line, which we'll just copy. Okay, Control V. Go back. All right. Then press Enter. This was this one. Control V again. Need to use delete here. All right, this is good. Apply chart style 14 to the chart. So we've got to make sure the chart is selected. So the contextual tab is displayed. Chart styles, we'll just have to find them here. This is style 14. That's what we want. Save. Format the first line and the second line of the chart title to a font size of 20 points. I'm going to highlight this and find the font size 20. Next, apply half a point black text 1 outline to the chart area. We always talk about chart areas and plot areas, right? So this chart area will get itself an outline with these characteristics. Once again, analyzing the task by reading the sentence backwards this way. So we want chart area, half a point, black text 1. Click on the chart, right click, format chart area. Okay, not sure you see this. Let me just move this a little bit. Okay, now by default we have the border, solid line, width will be half a point. I just hit enter right here. And color, is this showing? Black text 1. Not sure this is showing. Let me move this a little bit. This one. Okay. You see that the outline is now ready, so we can close this format chart area and save. Verify that the chart is still selected in the highlighted range in the worksheet. Drag the resize pointer to remove the design consulting data series from the chart. Okay, so when we select the chart, which I just did, you see that the data on which the chart feeds are highlighted. So design consulting has to go away. We'll hover over the handle here. You see how the cursor shape changes, and we'll just move it up to fountains and irrigation, and this excludes design consulting from the data on which the chart feeds, and you see how the chart has changed. Okay, so this used to be over here. Now this is gone. As you can see, design consulting is not here anymore. Let's do it again. Include design consulting. Remove. It's gone. Okay, save. Create a 3D pie chart for cells A4, A9 and H4, H9. We've talked about this a lot. These are not adjacent, so you'll have to use the control button. A4, A9, H4, H9. Be careful not to select the column which begins, the column header which begins with A. We need this to be the cell coordinate. A4, A9, control, H4, H9. Insert 3D pie chart. It's going to have its own sheet named revenue breakdown. Move chart. You see it's still selected, so we have the appropriate contextual tab. Move chart to the new sheet with this name. Okay, so you can see that once again the row headers by default went into the legend. Sometimes you see people select this range, and as you can see, there's nothing for Excel to work with in terms of the row headers. So if you get yourself this view, you can see that the legend is wrong. So be sure not to make this mistake. Okay, let's save this. Next, edit the chart title to display revenue by category. We're going to have this. Then change the font size to 32. Okay, the usual. Control V. This has to be deleted, and the size is need to be highlighted. The size is 32. Save. Select the legend and change the font size to 12. Select the legend. Now its font size is 9. We'll make it 12. Save. Apply the woven mat texture fill to the patio and furniture slice. So we need to hover over the slices and read which data points they correspond to, and this is the one we want. Patio and furniture. When we click on a chart, every single slice is selected. So for us to separate this slice, we need to click on it again. So this was clicked on twice. Okay, so format data point. This is the fill icon. You'll know that this is the bucket that we look for. So the type of fill, one of those types is listed right here. We're looking for the radio button, which says that texture right here. Okay, texture fill. This is the texture selection. Just click on it and read the tooltips. Once again, this is not showing. This is okay. I have to move this over here because I can't display the selection properly. Okay, texture. This is woven mat. Okay, so selected, and I could close that. Also, this looks bold. Let's see what it is. Yeah, this needs to go away. All right. Next, we have to look for this data labels, which we have discussed in class. We need to add data labels to display in the center of each slice. So we've got to make sure not individual slices, but the entire pie chart is selected. You see where these selections are showing, the blue dots. Go to the contextual tab and then add chart element. In this case, these are data labels going into the center. Okay, got them. Next, display the format data labels task pane and choose the accounting format and set to 0 decimal places. Okay, so we need to click on one of the labels. So I clicked right now, which selected the whole chart. Click again on one of the labels and it'll select all the labels. Then right click, format data labels. Okay, now in my case, the selection pane went to the left because I wanted to. Now we have label options. Be sure that these columns are showing here and the number selection is on the bottom. So look for it. It's not an easy one to see. This is not showing everything here. Let's see. We want accounting, and for decimal places we are told to select 0. Okay, enter. You see how the numbers adjusted to 0 decimal places, and this is it. I'm going to close this and save. Next, for the data labels, we have to select font size 14 points, and apply bold. So we're gonna click on those, go to the font size 14 and select bold. Then click outside the chart and deselect the chart. That's what it was. Okay, we're done.